Another watch from an awesome micro brand. Today we are looking at the Venezianico Rentadore Ultra Black. Now, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random, mostly watch reviews with some random stuff sprinkled in between. I'm happy to get back to these affordable watches, and this one I have been super excited to bring to you. Now, this is going to be the third Venezianico watch that I've reviewed on this channel, and this was purchased by me because I wanted a Musou black watch. Musou black meaning that it absorbs 99.4% of all light that hits it, which means it is extremely black. Now, that being said, I'm going to end up offloading this because I instead got the Celton Musou Black Moon Phase. That'll come in May. Paid for that one too. Most of the watches on this channel I pay for myself. Anyway, if you're here, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help me. So, let's talk about this Musou Black watch. Now, as always, first, the details right off the bat. We'll do a hands-on, a walk around of the watch, then my opinion at the very end. Now, it's extremely hard to understand just how black this dial actually is. The only reflection you're going to get is actually from the hands, from the crystal, and from the logo. The Musou Black absorbs 99.4% of all reflective light. I'm going to get this at a few different angles with a few different lighting, but first, again, the overall. This thing comes in 316L stainless steel, 40 millimeters in diameter. An overall footprint or lug to lug, how this is going to wear on the wrist, is 46 millimeters. This thing is 11 millimeters tall, even with a slight step on that flat piece of sapphire glass. And this thing does have different levels of finishing. You can see brushed along the side, high polished along those lugs, high polished around the bezel. 20 millimeters lug width or strap width. This thing does have a black Italian leather strap that is extremely comfortable with a matching Venezianico Maltese cross on the high polished buckle and tang. Now, inside this watch is the NH35A. It is a workhorse movement. However, there are some pros and cons to this movement. Now, this watch comes in at $500. Right now it's pre-order. I have it because I ordered it before it was pre-order, but right now it's pre-order. An NH35A is not really that big of deal on a watch of $500. That being said, there are other movements they could have used that I wish they would have used. I'm going to be critical of little things like this because I feel it's important for the consumer, you, to know. The NH35 is a workhorse movement, 24 joules, 41 hours of power reserve, a beat rate of 21,600 vibrations an hour, so that secondhand ticks at 6 ticks a second. One of the things I don't like about this thing does not have a screw-down crown, 50 meters of water resistance. You pull it once, and here's the first problem. Right now, we're in something called a ghost date position, which means the NH35A has a date wheel or a date position underneath the dial. There's so many other movements they could have used that are affordable. This is not the correct movement for the watch, but it is the affordable option for it. So whenever you can actually feel the date move over underneath, or at least the action occurring. Pull it again. This thing does have hacking and hand winding. Everything feels pretty solid on the watch, as you would think it would be for an NH35, which is, the NH35 is a proven movement. That being said, again, wrong movement for the watch. It's just something to consider. A lot of micro brands use ghost dates. I think it's inappropriate because there are so many other things out there. This is 2025. They could have used something else. Now, there are some pros and cons to this watch. One of the pros that I do love is this thing is a perfect dress watch. And I say that because if you're thinking of going out in polo and slacks or even a black tie tuxedo, one of the things you're supposed to wear when it comes to a dress watch, at least this is the rule of thumb, is you wear a dress watch with a black leather strap or some sort of leather strap. So this thing does have that. The black elegant design of the dial, the minimalist design, and then that black leather strap just fits so well in a dressy occasion. Now, is this thing gonna look great in a t-shirt and shorts? Probably not, but if you are looking for an affordable watch, even if you're a avid watch collector and you're looking for a watch to add to your collection, and maybe you don't have a good black dial, black dial dress watch, maybe this is right up your alley. So this is going to be what I think is a perfect dress watch. Now, I've already said that one of the things I don't like about this watch is the NH35A movement because of that ghost date. This thing is a $500 USD, a $500 watch, and it does come in amazing packaging. One of the things that I love the most about Videnzianico is their presentation. Now, they bring you an affordable luxury watch. I say luxury because this is not a luxury watch, but it feels so luxurious for the price point. I love the presentation, the unboxing of this watch, and I really do love what they offer. They offer so much value for the price point that they're asking you to pay for. Now, this isn't the cheapest watch, and it's not the most expensive watch, and this thing is pre-order right now, and I ordered this before the pre-order, and this is not the first Rentadori watch that I ever reviewed. Now, I did review the Adventurine dial that, again, I purchased myself, and the only reason I got rid of the Adventurine dial is because it just was slightly too flamboyant for me. If that makes any sense. I'm not throwing shade at anybody, but it just didn't fit my style. Once I had it on my wrist for a period of time, I was like, man, this just isn't me. And I found that I never wore it. One of the reasons why I want a nice dress watch is because I want to wear it when I go out. The problem that I have is that I haven't found a good dress watch. I have so many sports watches that I can wear as dress watches, but that's not what a dress watch is. People can argue that Chase, a Rolex Submariner, even on a stainless steel bracelet, is great in a suit. Yeah, but that's not technically a dress watch. That's a sports watch that is luxury that we have tended to dress up over time. But I didn't want that. I want a dress watch, which is why I'm getting the Musou Celton Moonface. That is going to be a permanent staple in my collection. This one is amazing. I love the way it looks. I love the way that black Musou dial catches the light, 99.4%. And what that does is it just makes those hands feel like they're floating in nothingness, which is just something you just can't put your hands on until you see it in person. And that's one of the things that really is a shame about YouTube is I can only show you so much, but I can't show you everything. Really, you're going to have to just take the leap of faith. Now, one of the things I do love about this watch is how it fits on the wrist. Now, on my 7¼ inch wrist, which is a average size wrist, anywhere from maybe 6¾ to 7¾ so mine's right in the middle, that 46 millimeter lug to lug or overall footprint fits so good. And that thickness of just under 11 millimeters also fits quite nicely. It'll slip underneath any cuff of any dress shirt that you have. Outside of the fact that it is a minimal classic design that really does draw your eyes down to that black dial, it really just depends on whether or not you like black dial watches. I've talked to a lot of people, which it's just too plain for them. Even the Musou Black just seems too plain. I get what they're saying. I guess we've kind of been over inundated with black dial watches that it's hard to find something unique. Well, if you do like a black dial watch, the Musou Black is the way to go because it just, again, draws your eyes down to the vastness of almost nothingness. Anyway, what do you guys think about this watch? A great affordable option if you want a classy dress watch on an Italian leather strap with some slight Italian heritage. It does have that Maltese cross, just elegant logo that again is minimalized. They don't go overboard. They don't put Videnzianico on everything. They don't toss a bunch of words on it. It's a simple, minimal design that is just screams classy. So you're either gonna love it or you're gonna meh. It's gonna be meh to you. So it's just up to you. Now, if you're still here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help the channel. If you like Videnzianico, go ahead and go to their website down below. Not affiliated at all. I just love what they're doing. I love some of the watch designs they're coming out with. Unique watch designs at a reasonable price point. So if you're into affordable watches, check them out. And do me a favor, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.